People deluded, I'm back again. Man United 0, Arsenal 1. We finally won away at Old Trafford in the Premier League since 2006. It's been 14 long, hard years of waiting, and end of the day, we won. Many people will say we shouldn't be excited, this, that and the other. I somewhat agree because, while it's a good result and it's a good moment, we've got 38 games to play in the Premier League in total. We've got to play United again. We took 4 points off them last year. Can you take 6? We've still got to play all the top 4 rivals, top 6 rivals or competitors again as well. And there's still a lot of games to be played. For me, we enjoy this moment, Team as well. I'm not just referring to the fans, the team, the management. And as Arteta knows already, we enjoy this moment. We have a good moment. I assume either staying in a Manchester hotel or travelling back down to London today. The boys probably have a recovery session tomorrow, massages and being in the pool and that. Tuesday we get back to business. We've got Europa League on Thursday, forgive me if I'm wrong, and we're back again on either Saturday or Sunday. I don't know who we're playing and all of these things, but today, people, first and foremost, as much as tactics played a part, tactics are spot on. As much as there's tactics and all of these things, they all play a part in games, especially Premier League games to this magnitude. But at the same time, it's all about desire, it's all about passion, it's all about the nitty gritty and all these other things that people roll off the tongue. For me, I saw that. Whatever people got to say, coming into this game, we knew it was a big test. Whatever you got to say about where it went wrong against Leicester, we had to play a top team in Leicester. We failed that test. We had to play Liverpool. Whatever you've got to say in the league about the Liverpool game, we failed that test. And the same obviously went for the Man City game, whatever you've got to say. So we've got a fourth opportunity to win. We can sit here and talk about the numerous problems Arsenal have as a club and as a team to get top 4. But how we perform in the big games or able to get victory in these games, and especially away from home, whether fans are there or not, is a big point. You've got to be able to go to somewhere like Etihad where we ain't won and we failed that test, but just to highlight the point and get a result. Somewhere like Anfield in the league and get a result. Old Trafford. It's the first time I've seen us win since 2006 when I started secondary school. You need to be able to go and win these games. And I saw it. The players, I want these players to enjoy it. Enjoy it tonight. Remember how good this feeling feels to win a big game and to see all the work you've done individually and collectively all week pay off in a game. Remember how this feels. Make this the minimum and chase this hunger again. You chase this hunger, you have a better season. Do you get it? Remember how it feels. You stood up to be counted. There would have been plenty of headlines, which there will be about United to be fair, and their players and, Paul Pogba penalty rights itself. But there would have been so much headlines, Arsenal got no fight, got no bottle, Bellerin, Bellerin had a superb game, and man to a man. Individually, what I wanted to see is you have to be scared in a healthy way, scared to let your teammates down. Win your individual battles. Centre halves, make sure you pocket their strikers. Fullbacks, win your battles. Defenders, win your battles. Midfield, win your battles. We had less men in midfield. El Nene and Partey mopped up everything. 10 out of 10 performance from the both of them. Whatever people got to say about Bellerin, myself included, quality game in my opinion. Tierney, big up Tierney. It's getting bored talking about Gabriel, 5 million upfront fee. The rest of that 27 or so million to be paid over that contract. Absolute steal. Absolute colossus of a centre-half. Holding had a decent game as well. Gabriel has come through so many big games and done amazing. He will have a poor game. Whenever that comes, we'll deal with it. But there's no way and no one can doubt for a second, whether you're an Arsenal fan, United fan as you saw, that man's a effing good centre-half. And he's going to be amazing. And that was a steal. For every Gabriel, you miss out on several targets because you can't always get the price thing, but baller today. El Nene, myself and a lot of people, he probably should have been moved on years ago. Every opportunity he's had this season has been good. To a degree, that's irrelevant. He's shunned today. He's shown it. Forget the individuals, because we, in a healthy way as Arsenal fans, we can fight between ourselves for the man of the match and all of these things. That's what you want. Individually win your battles. Don't let your teammates down. Don't let your manager down. Don't let the fans down. Most importantly, don't let yourselves down. Because why are you going to work all hard in the week for that to happen? You don't want to do it. Collectively, everybody fought. One man went for the ball, the next man. I saw everything I wanted to see. I saw people. I saw everything I wanted to see. Apologies as I flick back to my notes. I don't want to miss anything. But like I said, people, I wanted to see confidence. Like I said, this game is not really about about tactics and stuff. It's all about the mental, and I saw that today. I saw people mentally there. I saw people positive in possession. The only thing in the first half, we had a lot of possession, and we definitely had a better game than I thought we would have. We could have probably tested the keeper a bit more in the first half. I think we had 3 shots, none on target, for as decent as we feel. I feel we had decent passes. I think we had decent opportunities. I feel we was positive in our play. I thought we believed that we could cause trouble. I think there was, everybody did their job, as I said, and everybody looked assured in that. There was confidence. There was the right level of aggression. We was fighting for each of our teammates, and the fellow man was clearly listening to what was being told technically. Most importantly for me, there was hunger, but even more in that was positive. When we're defending, we're positive. Like I didn't see, and I said it in the videos, like I didn't see against Liverpool, like I didn't see against City. I saw a team that believed they could win. Now, with all due respect to Man United, they're not of the level of Liverpool and City, and that's the next task. We need to do this thing consistently. But we did what we needed to do. I think we managed the game well from beginning to last. I felt we could get something. I feel both teams to a degree didn't want to lose the game. You were seeing both players, both sets of strikers kind of letting the centre-halves play a high line and concede possession and whatnot. I think we did a good job, because even in the first half throughout the game, the people that are having the majority of the ball from a United perspective are not the players that are going to harm us. Yeah, they did have chances. There were heart and mouth moments. Like for me, when it cannoned off El Nene, then hit Leno, then hit the post. But we did what we needed to do, really. Rashford, bits and pieces, he weren't in the game. For me as a neutral, I think Greenwood should have stayed on. I wouldn't say he was amazing, but he was a tricky customer. He drew out Gabriel for a foul. I think he was doing very good at coming short and shielding the ball and turning on it and stuff. I think he did well. I think Rashford or Bruno, which he did come off, I think we limited the, with the exception of Greenwood to a degree, I think, the players, the Pogbas, the Bruno was nowhere to be seen. And I saw, he said that he's watched Roy Keane versus Vieira in the build-up to this game. You must have saw Vieira and got flashbacks from Partey and knew not to act up today, car. This is why you don't talk too much. But Bruno was ineffective. I know he was playing in an unorthodox role. I'd say that he'd done it at Man United before, but it's not really him. He's done that. Pogba's ineffective. He's picking up the ball deep off his centre halves. It's just really, Fred's okay, but I don't mind Fred, McTominay, Luke Shaw, Wan-Bissaka. I don't mind these men in possession, because they can put balls in and they're professional footballers, but they're not the man that are going to harm us. From an Arsenal perspective, we're doing well. We're playing out from the back. I think, like I said, everybody look good. Bellerin for me is overlapping. I feel Williams even looking all right. Would like to see him cross it or make a decision earlier, but he's doing all right. I think Saka's doing what he needs to do. Tierney said he looks like he's just on for this. He woke up today, and just said, what, I'm trying to play good today. We're doing what we need to do. The only thing is, obviously, we weren't really testing them like that. 14th minute, Bellerin fizzed the ball across. I think it just skipped past Aubameyang. I was about to say Lacazette. Obviously, Lacazette had an opportunity like that as well, where watching it in real time, it's like he swiped the ball and missed. There was a little bit of a touch, and I think there was an incident when that happened with Aubameyang as well. It might be the same one with Bellerin I'm referring to. Obviously, Tierney put a lovely ball in the 20th minute. No one was equal to it, but the intention was there. Like I was saying, the intention and the invention around it was there. It's just the next, can we have a bit more quality? Can we start testing De Gea? Can we have a bit more quality in the final third? Because I did think we was quite positive in that. I did feel United were presenting problems occasionally on the counter, and there was signs to suggest that could be an avenue for them. But I just feel the tactics didn't bang for them, and I just feel Ole Gunnar Solskjaer didn't react to people. Like, I don't feel Greenwood should have come on. You're bringing on Matic for Fred. I get Fred coming off because Fred's got a card, but could you have brought on Mata? Now, I don't know their bench, but I know if I'm Man United, Arsenal are playing with 3 at the back, so they knew that they wanted to be in this situation. They're probably going to defend this lead and not try and get a second. Do you really need 2 enforcers? You've got McTominay there. Can you bring on someone a bit more expansive? That's a question for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to work out. Quite frankly, I don't care. 38th minute, I think William could have done a bit better as well. But I was impressed. My first 45 minutes, as I said, there was bravery, there was desire, there was hunger. We was positive. It's just a case of, can the final ball be a bit more precise? Can we cut them open? Can we create more uncertainty? Because there was an incident early on, and I talked about uncertainty because of, with the exception of their recent form, how individually they've been playing. And there was an incident. If I was De Gea, I'd probably come to blows with Maguire in the dressing room, because De Gea you can see on the TV he's calling for it. Maguire still simply headed it out. And I think we capitalised on those problems. Like I said, the main point, and I keep reiterating, is positive, positive, positive. We made a mistake, forgave ourselves. We tried to tackle, we did our thing. You know, we tried to get forward, we was positive. It's a mental game, and I'm impressed that we all fought for each other and collectively was good. And shout out to Arteta for his tactics, but the mental capacity was there, man. We had the right temperament today. That's what I wanted to see. I could sit here all day. This video should just be about El Nene and Partey for me, really, and bringing in Gabriel, you know, because El Nene was a madman today. He's pressing, you know, he's never stopped running, he's tackling, he's fighting, he's trying to pass the ball forward, he's doing what he needs to do. Partey as well. Saw Partey lose the ball like literally 2 times. Other than that, bossed it, you know. I can't tell you where Pogba, Rashford, Bruno Fernandes and all these guys are. They've been pocketed. They've been simply outdone. They've been shut down. They've been locked under key. You know, it's nice for Aubameyang obviously to score. Obviously Bellerin did well to we're getting forward to do our thing. Obviously when Bellerin's fouled for a penalty, it is a foul. You know, good work from Bellerin, who's was getting forward all game well. Next level, can he be a bit more dangerous? You know, he was dangerous today, but can you do that? Can your balls be a bit better? You get it in that regards. But he's brought down from Pogba. Pogba's got no eyes for Bellerin. He's cleaned him out, but it is a pen. You know, Aubameyang ain't scored in a while. He manages to step up, compose himself, get off the score sheet. I know it's not a goal from open play, but who gives a crap, really? He scored in his second appearance at Old Trafford. He gets us what was to be in hindsight our 3 points, and we'll take that. And it's all a bit sweeter having Mike Dean playing at Old Trafford and actually being on the benefit of a decision, people, because we all know Sir Alex Ferguson pays their direct debits. On a serious note, banter aside, I had to do it United. It is what it is, people. We won 1-0. It's a fantastic victory. It's 3 points. It's a clean sheet. It's something to build upon. It's something for Arteta to say, listen, you boys can do it. But right now, this is you showing you can do it in isolation, because you've done it once against United, against Liverpool, against Leicester, against City, you didn't do it. Can you put that perspective in a positive sense, you know? Right now, we work towards that. You've got Spurs to come soon, you know? Even if they're not games to come soon, you've got to catch City on the rebound at the Emirates. We've got to welcome United to the Emirates. We've got to go to Leicester's place, you know, and you've still got to play, you've got to welcome, if I haven't said it already, Liverpool to the Emirates, and we've still got to play a bag of games, you know. Chelsea's one as well, and I'm sure they want revenge based on the FA Cup. So can you do this again? You know, as silly as football is, you know, our problems have been how we play in big games, in short, how we play in big games, and, you know, making games against smaller teams, with all due respect, harder than it has to be. This is a good moment. Like I say, enjoy yourself, Arsenal players, if you are listening to this, which you aren't, in the dressing rooms, you know, remember, it's a good feeling. You worked hard all week tactically, and it's paid off. But remember how this feels, and crave it. Want to do this all the time. Want to feel like this in big games all the time. Too often than not, we've lost them. We're having inquests. Now we're having celebrations sort of thing. We buried them, man, there. Arteta came all dressed in black, and we committed a funeral thing. It's a funeral thing. We committed a murder. It's a funeral thing. We've abducted Rashford and the rest of them, man, there. And it's good for Arsenal fans to run a little banter. But on a serious note, I think there's a lot tactically for both players to learn from. Both managers, apologies, to learn from. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer didn't show any urgency in his mannerisms on the field based on what I've seen, and that wasn't transpired by his players, especially being a goal down. I think his substitutions were a bit weird, and I think he didn't react in game to what was going on, because like I said, Pogba played poor today and gave away the penalty. Bruno also played poor, as anonymous. But if you look at the game, people, he should have been able, only from a United perspective, should have seen that the game was going a different way, and that, you know, the players in his team that are having line shares of the ball are not his creative players. And there was a bit of a reaction from United. Let me not cap in the second half. They were getting forward a tiny bit more, but ultimately we did the job. We did what needed to be done, and we're walking, well, I say walking home, definitely not walking home from Manchester to London, but we're going home and getting on that coach with 3 points. It's celebrations rather than an inquest and an awkward silence, I can imagine, on that coach. It wasn't a game for individuals, you know. We can praise the individual qualities of Aubameyang scoring the winning penalty and showing a lot of bottle considering his form. Gabriel, El Nene and Thomas Partey are 3 names I've consistently said on my live stream now, and I'm sure you've all said them as well. But it's a game for collective. We've got 11 players on the field. We did what we needed to do. You know, a big moment will probably be said as to Xhaka not playing, and it's neither here nor there. It's been justified, him not playing. But what I will say is, when you see Xhaka not playing in this game, you know, David Luiz wasn't planned to play against Man City. This just shows you that Arteta can keep pulling rabbits out the hat. But I've been here for 14 minutes. There's no need for me to be here any longer. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 0. 1-0 to the Arsenal. We go back to the Emirates laughing. Now let's go and prepare for the Europa League and the next Premier League clash we have. People, it's always a pleasure. DG.